Hey guys, what's going on? Danz Newz here. It's been a little bit since I've done like an update video slash vloggy thing like this. Just been a little bit. Anyway, I wanted to let you guys know of a couple things that are going on today and for the rest of the week and like what's been going on with my channel. Obviously I was posting a shit ton of Arkham Knight. If you haven't watched any of my Arkham Knight or you're still on it, the playlist is in the description. At this point, there's 68 parts that are up, and all of them are about 20 minutes. Or how long are they? Yeah, they're about 20 minutes each. And then the last part 68 was a 2-hour-long thing because it was actually post-campaign, post-primary campaign, and me finishing up the side mission stuff. Then I didn't record any of the Riddler stuff. I actually went through some of it. I used guides to figure out stuff, but I generally tried. Like I more so used it for locations. I kind of cheated a little bit. It's okay. But I wanted to 100% the game and get the. Well, I mean, I wanted 100% it either way, but there's actually like a different. Well, not different ending, but the final story capper that happens when you beat all the Riddler stuff and. Beat the Riddler and then you've 100% in everything so you can finish the game. But so that part was done and would have been the day after part 68 went up. It would have been up on Monday. But I uploaded it, and this has happened with a couple of the parts of my playthrough. Actually, the first part still is not copyright claim. Like I can't claim it and make money off of it because, well, anyway. The part that is going up now is still I got a copyright claim for the in-game score that is in the game, so I can't post it yet, or I won't make any money off of it, which is not like to say like I'm withholding it from you guys intentionally because it's a whole thing. Obviously, what I do on YouTube, everything, like I monetize stuff, the ads run, I get paid, you guys get entertainment, it's all free entertainment. But anyway, I'm very rambly this morning. Anyway, I didn't want it to go up without it being monetized, and I'm trying to dispute the claim. And like I said, this has happened with a couple of parts throughout the series. Luckily though, I had recorded so much that I was usually, even though I was posting 4 or 5 parts a day, I still had parts like, I had like part like 50 uploaded when it was still like part 20 had just gone up or whatever. So if I had an episode that was claimed, I could dispute it, and generally the claim would be released after a day or two because the in-game score stuff isn't like it's just the YouTube like auto detector majig thing, just it trips that, and it's like, hey, that's Warner Brothers interactive music property, and I just dispute it and say it's part of my playthrough, which is kind of like a fair use sort of deal. And it gets released. It's gotten released, except for the first episode because it has that "I've got you under my skin" song in there, and that's, it's tough when it's an actual song that's licensed for the game. So that hasn't been released, and it actually might end up getting released soon because they haven't reviewed. I did dispute it either way. There were 2 different claims on that video, that Under the Skin song and one of the actual in-game songs again. That in-game song thing the claim was released, but now it's just I'm waiting for the Under the Skin thing. So that first part, which is the most viewed part, which was the part I probably would make the most money off of, went up. I didn't want to withhold that because that was the beginning of the game. I wanted to actually start the playthrough. I already had several parts recorded, and so I didn't want to wait. But for the Ender, I do want it to be monetized when it goes up, obviously for regular reasons. If somebody does a job, they would like to get paid for it. It's about an hour long, I think. Let me double check here. I have it pulled up right here. Yeah, it's 56 minutes long, so it's pretty long. It's me fighting the Riddler and then triggering the final thing. And I also, there's a big chunk of it because as you beat the Riddler stuff and unlock the Riddler trophies and everything, you unlock audio tapes like you did like in, my chair's very squeaky, hear it? Anyway, just like in Arkham Asylum, you actually you collect audio tapes and stuff as Riddler stuff, and this, as you unlock chunks of the Riddler stuff, you unlock tapes. So they have like Arkham Knight tapes and Scarecrow tapes and so on and so forth for different characters, Harley Quinn tapes. So That's all very interesting, but I spend probably about 20 minutes just listening to those. But I wanted to get those on recording because it's actually, there's some really cool story stuff in there that actually kind of fills in some minor gaps and even just adds layers to some of the story stuff. So that's all in there, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it when the claim actually gets released. This one's taking longer than any of the other in-game music ones has. Usually it only takes a day or two. This one has been since Sunday of last week, or Sunday, the beginning of this week or whatever. So yeah, that's that. Sorry about that. I wanted to go up just as much as you guys do. But I would prefer, as anything I post, like it to be monetized. Sorry if that's... for some reason, I think that sounds kind of douchey, but I don't think it is douchey because, again, if you guys go to work, you expect to get paid for it. And same thing with my channel. It's just the reality of it, I guess. But I would love for that to go up whenever it has the chance. It's part 69. And that's actually outside of the DLC. See, that's another thing, is the DLC is out. And I guess I could post it before that goes up, but it's kind of feeling like it's holding me back from posting it. Because I'm going to record the Harley Quinn prequel DLC stuff that came with the game as a pre-order exclusive thing, I think, for Xbox or something. I don't know. I can't do the Red Hood DLC because that was a GameStop exclusive, and I didn't get it at GameStop. But the Batgirl DLC just came out on Tuesday, I believe, so I was going to record that today. Also recording today is Game of Thrones season 1, episode 4. Episode 5 comes out on Tuesday coming up. Everybody's been asking for it, and I'm sorry I didn't get to it, but between Arkham Knight and the game, Telltale generally releases right around the worst times, because Jordan and I think were we traveling right before it came out? I think so, and then after that a little bit was E3. So, like, things just always come up, and I have the best intentions. I do have the intent to record it. I just never get around to it. And then Arkham Knight came out, and there was no way I was playing anything else. I was just pretty much doing Arkham Knight. I did get Fallout in there, the Fallout 2-hour special that went up. And thank you guys for supporting the Fallout series as much as you guys have. I might remove the tree mod. A few people have been complaining about it, and some people might think it might clear up my problem that I've been having with the stuttering and everything. I do have an anti-stutter mod thing that was in the Danz Gaming mod list that I did install, but I don't know if it was that great. So he had said in the thing, sometimes it fixes it, sometimes it doesn't. And you guys also have to keep in mind, I'm sure it would run fine if I weren't recording. I'm sure it would run flawlessly, but since I'm recording, it's extra intensive. And I use Fraps, which is even more of an intensive program than other capture programs. But it's just all I know. Like, I mean, I know there's DxTory and there's other PC capture things, but hand motions. So anyway, that's most of the primary stuff I wanted to tackle. Batman will be coming out soon. Fallout should still be this weekend. I do want to get to Game of Thrones. Isaac should be back by Friday, and I'll try to keep that Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday moving forward. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff to tackle. Going to see Ant-Man tonight. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to bring up. We're all going to see Ant-Man tonight. We're not doing we are going to do something on the hub for it. Not a movie night, but kind of like the Avengers thing we did. And we're going to try to get that. I don't think it'll be done this weekend, but it'll probably be posted next week or next weekend. But that's kind of a, not spoilery thing, but that's kind of a, hey, we're doing that. But I do want to do like a kind of what we did for the Creature Movie Nights, not a skit, but on my channel. I've been wanting to do something like that where I go see a movie and beforehand I film my thoughts and come back and tell you what I thought. My thoughts beforehand and afterwards. It's kind of similar to what CinemaSins Jeremy does on his channel, where I think he calls them before and after reviews. But I've been doing that since 2012, where like even Bond Week, only one of those guys. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Bond Week. If you don't know what Bond Week is, it was a thing where I rewatch the Bond movies, or Bond month, that's what it was supposed to be. I would rewatch the movies, and I actually recorded 3 of them. Only one of them got posted, and I didn't even I didn't even get the month done because we did like PAX or something right after I started it, so I got completely messed up, or I went home, something like that. But anyway, I've been doing that style. You know, movie nights were always that, so it's not like I when I thought about bringing that style to my channel and doing it that way, I was like, oh, he does that. But I was like, no, I've been doing it for longer, and it's not like anybody has the copyright or patent on that sort of style of reviewing a movie. It's actually a pretty like desirable style. I like it because you going in, you give your expectations, and then coming out, you give what you actually like. You know, if those expectations were met. Although I did. Yesterday on Twitter, I was just scrolling through my feed on my phone, and there was literally Ant-Man, the Ant-Man Twitter, had a promoted tweet that went through, so like I couldn't have avoided it, that had a spoiler. It was literally a picture of something that I was like, why would you post that on Twitter and then pay to promote that tweet that is literally to spoil? Like, all the responses to that tweet were, wow, spoiler, you couldn't have done a spoiler warning or anything. Like, it literally, like, there was something in there that was really cool that I would have loved to have been a surprise, but spoiled. Anyway, so I'll probably be doing that with Ant-Man tonight. So that'll probably be up tomorrow or Saturday. Probably tomorrow. It shouldn't require a whole lot of editing. But probably it might be like this. I'm not going to be taking the camera to the theater or anything. I'm just going to record my thoughts beforehand, and when I get back, I'll record my little review. But, yeah, and so hopefully I'll be able to do more of that stuff. It's something I've really wanted to kind of bring back for a little bit. And now that I've been going to see more movies, I'd like to do that. Yeah, so all that stuff. And also, Bond Month, what I was talking about earlier. If you've never seen Bond Month, check the link in the description and watch the first episode of that where I reviewed Dr. No. I actually did record 2 more of those. I did, from Russia with Love and Goldfinger, I believe, were the next 2 in the series that I recorded. And it was literally just you know, this is what I remember of this Bond movie, and this is how I remember liking it. And then I actually sat down and watched it and reviewed it after the fact. It was a pretty interesting just trip down memory lane because I'm really into Bond. I love the Bond movies, and especially the Sean Connery ones. So I had bought the Blu-ray pack that had all of the movies, and I was going through and actually knocking them out and watching them. And I was going to do one a day, which was, for the time, not so foolhardy, but I had other stuff that I just got tangled up in, and I couldn't do any more of them. I couldn't get to edit them. That's why I still have footage for 2 other ones. But I kind of want to bring that back and actually do that, but not a daily thing. I'll just, when I can get to it, do that. And maybe bring that style to other like Blu-rays that I have, or maybe Blu-rays that I have that I haven't seen, because I have plenty of movies. I own plenty of movies that I've never seen but just want to get to at some point. So maybe I'll start doing that where I'll sit down, tell you what my thoughts are on a movie that I've seen a long time ago, and then sit down and watch it, and then give an actual review with my upgraded, you know, brain or eyes experiences and all that jazz. I'll just bring up my adult self review as opposed to when I was a kid. I watched this, and I think it might be interesting if you guys are interested in me doing that. That'll be a pretty big time investment because, you know, it's filming, watching something for about 2 hours, and then reviewing and then editing it. But I think I would like to bring that back at some point. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. If you want to check out on Liz's channel, her and I did like it's like a Loot Crate sort of deal, but it's called Geek Fuel. It's actually local to Denver, but you can get it anywhere in the world. They just opened up to a lot more outside countries for shipping and stuff like that. So check out the unboxing video that we did together. It was the first time that I actually was like sitting in camera. Before I was just filming her unboxing the thing. So it's actually really cool. This is one of the things. It's like a ooze thing from like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Spoiler, but it's fun to play with, and we play with it a fair bit. And like I just like gooping it around and putting it on the table, and I almost licked it at one point, which would have been bad because it's toxic. Anyway, check out that video in the description. It's really fun. So yeah, I think that's all the stuff that is going on with all of this. This is a longer update video than I intended, but hey, it's how it goes sometimes. And thank you to all the new subscribers. I passed 385,000 subscribers recently, And your guys' support on the Arkham Knight thing blew me away. I don't think I've ever had a playthrough that has had that consistent sort of viewership. Like, it's crazy. You guys made this month, which is only half over, the highest viewed month I've had in a long time. Like, I'm approaching 2 million views just for this month, and I've hardly scratched like 600,000 views for the last few months or several months. Like, the support has been nuts. So thank you guys so much. I just spat a little, and I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate it, because the Fallout support, you guys watching Fallout, Isaac, and Arkham Knight has been insane. I definitely want to, if you guys would watch, do more playthrough-y stuff. I had kind of been off of doing the really kind of rapid-fire playthroughs, but I had a lot of fun doing it, so might bring back a different game at some point. I don't know. I mean, there's other playthroughs on my channel that I still haven't finished, but maybe that's why this one was so well viewed, because I was actually consistent with it and didn't drop off on it. Anyway, I'm just going to keep mumbling now. I want to thank you guys for being so understanding, and Batman will be up soon. Hopefully Batman gets, like, released today, which will then completely negate this video. So, like, it'd be funny if this went up, and then, like, a couple hours later, Batman went up. Wouldn't that be funny? Me letting you guys know about it, and then almost immediately after. Yeah. Okay, bye.